Okay, let's see now. One more B1 preposition lesson, and then we have another, and we're done. We're done with prepositions. You see, very quickly, very easy, but then you have to practice. Yeah. It's easy when we are discussing here, and then when you start writing, you forget. Yes. Please look at my corrections. Please look at my corrections. It takes a long time to do it. So don't ignore my corrections, okay? And then please, please, please apply, fix the mistake, okay? Fix it, okay? Otherwise you keep doing the same mistakes again and again. It takes a long time. Some of you are saying be stay. Something like this. This is big mistake, for example. He stays, okay? He stays, but you put like be. Something like this.
He will be.
Or he is stays, or something like that. Okay? Be careful, okay? If you put the verb to be, then the verb will be with ing. For example, he's staying. Then you're using present continuous. Yeah, with a verb. Or you can use he is and an adjective, right? For example, he is famous. Okay, an adjective. Or you can say a noun. He is a doctor. Okay? He is good at something. Yes. Okay. So let's see what this lesson brings. During, for, and while. Okay, they are a little similar, right? They all talk about time. So let's see what are the differences. During, when, for, how long, you see. And while, at the same time. You see, at the same time. You see, in Nyagam, at the same time. Yeah, not in the same time, I think. In the same time period, maybe. Yes, in the same time period, maybe you could say. Yes. So, during is used with a noun. Let's see. Some people got lost in the past during the journey. You see, during means that during is will answer when something happened, right? During the journey. The journey is a noun, you see. So during requests or precedes a noun. Okay? Yeah, it precedes, it goes before. It goes before a noun. It precedes a noun. It precedes a noun, you see. The journey you hear. Okay, a noun, of course, there is an article here, but consider this a noun phrase, right? Okay? Even though this is not a noun, it's an article, but we are thinking in terms of phrases here, okay? This is a noun, okay? I'll finish the novel during the summer break. Also another noun, you see, summer break. The break is a noun, right? The summer break. So during this period, yes, summer break. Huh? Sorry? Novel. Novel is a type of book. Yeah, type of book. It's usually a story, right? A novel. Novel is a story. Here we have some small graded readings, right? They are novels. Yes. Novels are stories. Okay? Novel. Novel. Novel, no. That's like Spanish. Yes. Novel. Okay? A novel. Another example with here. When or during plus a noun. Most burglaries happen during the night. You know burglaries? Burglary is a type of theft. A type of theft. 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 You don't know this word? Thief. Thief. The one who steals. Theft is a noun for like stealing. Yeah, it's the noun, theft. There is this video game, Grand Theft Auto. I think it's a famous video game. Grand Theft Auto. Theft. Theft is the noun for yes, for stealing. Okay, stealing. Thief. Theft. So burglary is when a thief, a criminal, he enters another person's house. This is burglary. And to take things. Okay? So most burglaries happen during the night. It's not any type of theft. It's a specific type of theft. There are many types of theft. Embezzlement. Embezzlement, you are running a company, for example, and you take some money of the company, for example, something like that. Redirecting money or something like that. Embezzlement, yeah. Or even, I don't know, many like burglaries, entering another person's house. Let's see. My assistant will help. My assistant will help us. Types of theft. Let's see. During the night. Burglary, entering a building unlawfully with the intent to commit a crime, usually theft. So burglary is entering. Okay? Larceny, I don't know this. These are technical terms used in law, used by judges, used by lawyers. Taking someone else's property with the intent to permanently deprive them of it. Larceny. Robbery is very common. Taking property from a person using force or threat. So on the street, that's more like robbery. Okay? Shoplifting, yeah, this one I know. Stealing goods from a retail store. Some people do that. They go to the store and they take something. Shoplifting. Shoplifting. Auto theft. Stealing a vehicle. Identity theft. Stealing someone's identity. For example, I take Santa Bacho's passport, then I put maybe a mark over here, and then I try to look like him, and then I try to pass as Santa Bacho. You understand? Identity theft. You steal also personal information. To impersonate. Impersonate is to try to act as that person. Okay? To impersonate. You see, person. Persona. Impersonate. Okay? Theft by deception. Obtaining property through deceitful means, such as scams or fraud. Some people say many scams. Hey, you want money? We can help you do this. Something like that. Buy this thing, or I don't know. Many scams nowadays. A lot of scams, yes, a lot of scams. Embezzlement, the one I told you. Misappropriating funds placed in one's trust or belongings to one's employer, for example. Pickpocketing. This one is very old. Some people are very skillful in pickpocketing. They go on the streets and they are able to take things without people noticing. Yeah. Yes. Pickpocketing.
In Europe, is famous.
Yeah, this sure exists. Huh? I think everywhere a little bit, no? But they are very skillful. They can, and because if someone touches you can easily notice, right? So they have very skillful means of doing it.
Sometimes they come as a group and then they help
As
you
a group, one distracts you.
and then they
For
send
example,
someone.
yeah, for example, I come to Gambirapanho and I show, yay, look at this keyboard, you see? And then I'm taking something while he's looking at it, you know?
And then you send to some other person.
And then you pass it on to another person. And
Another person also send like that.
yeah, some people can take, there are some videos, some professional pickpocketers, and they can take many things and people don't notice. Even your tie, for example, you're wearing your tie, it's very difficult to remove your tie, but they can do it without you noticing. They come and they say, oh, nice jacket you have, they're talking to you, nice jacket you have, and they're touching you here and there in a friendly manner, and then they make you look at something, and then they pull something, and slowly they remove everything from you and you don't notice yet. Your belt, your watch. This is pickpocketing, okay? Pickpocketing. Okay. So this is a burglary, okay? So it happened, most burglaries, they happen, this is a present tense because they always happen, okay? Present tense, right? Something that happens often, habitually happens during the night. So, now let's look at 4. Or let's see any examples here. Some people got lost during the journey. Okay, we've seen this already. Okay. Time period. 4. 4 talks about not exactly when, but how long something happened. No? So we have known, you see, present perfect, each other for a long time. We have known each other. It's something began in the past and it keeps on going, not finished, hasn't stopped, right? We have known each other for a long time. I waited for more than an hour, but I got tired and went home. See, also with the past, I waited, now you're talking about a time period, for more than an hour. Okay, for more than an hour. He worked in this company for over 30 years. Over means more than 30. Over 30 years, okay? Over, you can say over is like beyond, no? Over. So this is the time period we use with different tenses, but whenever you're using to talk about a certain time period, sometimes an action is still going on, for example like this one, and sometimes it has already finished. We worked, it looks like it's finished, you see, in this company for over 30 years. Because it's simple past, you know it's already finished. This one is the same. I waited, already finished, the waiting finished. But we have known, this means it's still going on, right? Okay, now while. This one, while, it shows something happening at the same time, simultaneously. And you can use it here with the subject and verb, so it's an entire clause coming, you see, after a while. I had tea, this is our clause, right? Subject, verb, object. I had tea, right? And then, while you were in the shower. You see? So, while, during, for, and while. I think while, it can also be a conjunction, right? I think it's a conjunction, no?
Yeah.
It's a conjunction, right? While you were in the shower. So I had tea while you were in the shower. You see, another subject over here. You were, and then in the shower. See the preposition here, in the shower. So this shows that This person was taking a shower, and during that time, at the same time, I had tea. Okay? So while. I always listen to the radio. Remember this verb? Listen to. Right? Previous lesson we discussed this, no? I always listen to the radio. And then at the same time, while I'm cleaning. So while you clean, you can listen to your audiobooks. While. Yeah, wow. While or while. Yeah, sometimes you may pronounce it as while. But I think most often and quickly we say while. Wait. I always listen to the radio while you see? While I'm cleaning. While. Yeah. While I'm cleaning. While. If you just say the word by itself, while. But on the sentence we actually don't pronounce it like this, I think. While I'm on. Yeah, while I'm cleaning. While I'm. Okay? While I'm. Sorry? What? Vowel? Vowel? I don't understand. What are you talking about? Yeah, vowel, but vowel? Vowel? The word vowel? Vowel. In a sentence? Vowel is different. While. Vowel. The V sound is different, right? V, it's... It's voiced. Like a B. Like a B. Yeah. It's different from the F, which is only sound, the air.
Like a serpent, right?
No, a serpent, I would think of it as an S. Yes, slithering, yes. Okay? But F with the sound. But if you take the F sound and you add the voicing, becomes a V. And this one is wow. Yeah, the W is more like a wah. A little bit like the Pali V. The Pali in the V Pali in Pali is a bit like wa, right? It's not va. No. Yes. So while I'm cleaning, okay? You shouldn't use your phone while you are driving. Yeah, this is important, no? You shouldn't use your phone. In Sri Lanka they do this a lot. In Sri Lanka they do this a lot. You shouldn't use your phone while you are driving, you see? You used to? You used to drive?
Before, right?
Really? You used to drive? But you were so young, motorbike. Car. Really? What is the minimum age for driving in Laos?
18.
18.
Yeah. Now in your country.
Yeah, also 18.
Oh, 18. The same.
I think, but some vehicles you can drive when you're 16. Yes. For example, in Europe, we have a small car. It's a small car, and you cannot go anywhere with it, but you can drive it when you're 16. Yeah. Have you ever driven? Yeah, I used to drive a lot. Yeah, I drove for 7 years. Okay. I think these are not too difficult. Not too difficult, right? What do you think? During verses 4, let's see here. During verses 4, okay. Now, then some situations it becomes a little more tricky, right? For example, let's compare during and for, okay? Every day I run for 1 hour. Okay? It shows, you see, for refers to how long something happens. So I run for 1 hour. Okay? So if you want to ask about that, you would say, how long do you run? That's the question, you see? How long do you run? Or you could say, for how long do you run? You can also put for before how. For how long do you run? Or just how long do you run? Okay? I usually run during the weekend. During refers to when something happens. So during the weekend. Weekend is a period of time. So in that period of time. So then you would ask, when do you run? Not how long do you run. Okay? When and how long? Is it okay? Do you understand? Okay. Now let's compare during and while. While introduces a clause. During introduces only a noun. Okay? I fell asleep. Remember this? We have learned this expression, no? To fall, like to fall, right? To fall asleep. Yes. So this is in the past. I fell asleep during the film. Yeah. And this is more British, I think. In America, they would say movie. Yes. Okay, so I fell asleep during the film. During the film. I fell asleep while I was watching the film. You see, if you say while, you need an entire clause. While I was watching the film. So it virtually the same. No, the meaning in the end is the same, you see. It's the same. But the sentences use differently. Yes. Okay? While is a conjunction, right? So you need here a conjunction. In this case, joining another clause. It's followed by an entire clause. While what? While watching the film, yes. I fell asleep while watching the film. Then maybe it's one of those, maybe present participle kind of thing, no? Clauses? Participial clauses, I think. I think so. It would be under those participial clauses. Okay. I think it's not too difficult. You want to do the exercise? Or you want to go to the next? Next, no? Okay. Grammar content. Last one. Nice. Let's put it over here. Okay, let's do for, since, and from. For versus since. Yeah, hello. For versus since. Okay, for we have already discussed. For, and we have a period of time, right? For 2 weeks, for 10 years, for 10 days, right? For a few hours. Okay. Since, and you give only the starting point of that action, of that whatever it is. Okay? So, for 2 weeks, let's see, we've been here, we have been, you see, present, perfect, we have been, right? We have been here for a few hours. So we have been studying English for 30 minutes, okay? For 30 minutes. So you see, it's a period of time. When I met them, comma, they had been married for 10 years. They had been married. What tense is this? Past perfect. Yes. You see, had is in the past. Okay? Yes. Had been married for 10 years. Okay? Had been married. This is the past participle of this verb marry, right? So they had been married. No. They had been. They had is the past participle and have is the present participle. They have been married. This is the present perfect tense. Okay? Then you have they had been married. This is the past perfect tense. Okay? And I think married here is an adjective, not a verb, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So it's a period of time, no? Now, since just shows a starting point. Since I was born, since 10 o'clock, since Wednesday, etc. You see, it's not a period of time. 10 years, not like that. Okay? We've been here since 4 o'clock. So you can say the same here. We've been here for a few hours, right? Or you can say instead of a few hours, you can say when you arrived, right? We've been here since 4 o'clock. Since 4 o'clock. Okay, so that's the starting point. They had been married since 2010 or 2010. 2010 or 2010. 2010, okay? What is this? For since with present and past perfect. Okay. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a good summary, I think. It's a good summary. Now let's see since and from. From. Since and from. Yes, because both of them sometimes show like a beginning of something, right? Since with present and past perfect. Let's see this. I have known. What is this? Present perfect. Yes. Have is in the present tense, you see? And then you have this is a participle, past participle. So the present tense of the helping verb and the past participle. Okay? So present perfect. So I have known John since, then it shows the beginning. Since I was a child. Okay? Since I was a child. Okay. I was exhausted. What tense is this?
Past perfect.
Huh?
Past simple.
Exhausted here is a verb or an adjective?
I think adjective.
It's an adjective, yes. We're gonna discuss this soon actually. Past participle can act as an adjective, right? But we call it an adjective. Okay? So I was exhausted. This cannot be present perfect because it would be have.
We can say.
You would have to say I have been exhausted. Yes. Okay? But if it were past perfect, it would be had, right? So I had been exhausted. Okay? So I was exhausted is just past, simple past. I was exhausted. I had been at work since 6 a.m. I had been, you see, this is past perfect, right? You see the helping verb had is in the past. Okay, Sankicha? I had been at work. Remember at, right? Preposition with work, at work. Since 6 a.m. This shows the beginning. You see, from, it kind of shows the beginning also. But in other cases, you see, masks, you know masks? Will be, this is future, right? Will be compulsory. Compulsory means you have to wear them, you have to bring. They will be compulsory from tomorrow. Not since tomorrow. So since is used present and past perfect. From is used for in other cases. I'm usually here from 6 o'clock. I'm usually here from 6 o'clock onwards. Yeah. From 6 o'clock onwards. Yeah. I'm usually here since 6 o'clock. No. But this is also present. This is present perfect. This is just present simple. I'm usually here. I am. You see? I am here. Present simple. You see, this I wouldn't know. If you ask me, when do I use from? When do I use since? I don't know. But I know. I don't know the rule. Right now I'm reading the rule and it makes sense, but I wouldn't know how to explain it. Okay?
I'm usually here from 6:30.
Yes. Usually we say 6:30 onwards. For example, onwards. Okay, no? So both of these show a starting point. But depending on the tense, you will use since. Depending on the tense, you will use for. When do we use since? Since. When do we use since?
Starting point.
To show a starting point with which tenses?
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Past.
Hmm?
Past simple or present perfect.
Seems like this, yeah.
No.
Present perfect and past perfect.
Past perfect.
Yes, both are perfect.
Yes.
Past and present and past perfect. Present perfect, past perfect. Yes. Present means present perfect. Okay? You see here? I have known. Present perfect. Okay? Not present. It's present perfect and past perfect. This word perfect applies to both, you see? Applies to both, okay? Do you understand? I was exhausted. It's not in this sentence yet. It's on the next sentence. I had been at work since 6 a.m. Okay? Yeah, you see, past perfect. Okay, then the other tenses here, for example, future tenses or present simple tense, you use from. Okay? For with yes, let's see the for and since. For and since both are used with the present and past perfect as well. So you see these words, they usually come with the perfect, present and past perfect. For and since. Okay? For and since. Past? Simple past? I waited for. Yeah, I waited for. Yes. Present and past perfect. We've been here. When I met them, they had been married. Also perfect. We've been here. The other child, they had been married. Yes. I waited for 2 hours. Yeah, also with the simple past. So why do they say only with present and with the here a mistake as well. Present and past perfect. Let me show them this to them, no? I'll send it as an email later. I'll send it as an email later. Copy image. Let's send it to our group. Okay. The other one was here, no? This one. Yeah, we saw the simple past over here. What for? We have known. I waited. Yeah, he worked. Also with the simple past. Okay. I like these charts, no? I think they are good. So I think that's it. During versus for, during versus while. Wait, we have already discussed this. For versus since versus from. Finished. So this is it for prepositions, you see.